Hi there, this is Shrikant Dasari. So, in this lesson, we are going to learn about the usage of Goto statement in C. So, Goto is known as unconditional jump statement in C programming language, or else is quite common in all other programming languages. So, the usage of Goto gives the power to you to jump to anywhere, any part in the program. Okay. So Goto is also considered as one of the worst nightmares for a programmer. So the programmer is advised to avoid the usage of Goto as far as possible. Okay. So let me launch the idea here to demonstrate an example for Goto statement. So quickly let us create a project here. Let's name the project as Goto C. So whatever you wanted, let's create a new C file. It's all usual common procedure. So let us name our file as goto.c. Okay. So here we have a plain C file here. So let's add our header files. Okay, header files and main and everything. So here let's take a variable to demonstrate the use of Goto statement, and let's enter some value into it used to the variable I. Let's have a statement. Okay. So scanf %d %, okay. So now let's say that if the number of pi is less than 10, okay, let's have let's say something like this. Okay, like, sorry, not I is less than 10. So let us say that if I is less than 0, okay, so printf. So or else let us make it like this: 5 is greater than 0. So printf thank you. Let's have a small message here: thank you for positive number. Something, a small message inside a condition. Okay, so in the else part here, so let's have another printf statement. Okay, //t. Only positive integers, please. Okay, so let's clear cut message here to demonstrate just nothing we have done excited about anything about Goto here. We have written a small piece of code which has where we have taken input of I scan. We have taken an entered input into the variable I, and just we have taken two conditions here. Okay, so let's run the program using the control F5 statement here. So enter the value of I. Thank you for a positive number. It should not come like this here. Okay, so enter the value of I. Okay. So here we are using unwanted things like, okay, let's have a /n statement here such that our press any key option goes down. Okay, so we have entered 1 and it's saying positive number. Okay, so in the same way, if we enter any negative number, it says only positive integers, please. Okay, so in this context, we can make use of our Goto statement here by simply placing the Goto statement here, like this here. Okay, so now we are using the Goto statement, and Goto statement is always followed by a label. Okay, so label, the name of the label, this is the Goto keyword, and this is the name of the label. Okay, so label, whatever you wanted, it is user defined according to the naming conventions, or the whatever the user feels legitimate name for a label, he can keep it for himself. Okay, so now the label, we have placed the label here, and we have to specify where this condition should go, okay, or else where the jump should follow. Okay, so now, so whenever it's encountered with a label here, since we have taken a go to label here, automatically the condition jumps back to the this part. Okay, so this is the label part and this is the go to statement here. Okay, so this then the compiler understands that now the control should be taken from here, or the execution should be jumped to from here to the from this else block to wherever the label is placed here. Okay, the label can be after the go to statement or previous to it, whatever according to the convenient here. Here our intention is to repeat the whole process until the user enters a positive integer here. Okay, so here if the user enters a negative number here, again the condition the control jumps back to the beginning of the program, and again the same process is getting executed here. Okay, it's nothing but like it is nothing like the unconditional jump. Okay, so here we are looping. Okay, so you can understand this as a loop here. So if you run the program, you understand better here. So if I enter a negative number here, okay, so if I enter a negative number or -2, something like this, so the control should automatically jump back. Okay, it should deliver the message, and again, so if you observe here in the output, again it's doing from the beginning. Okay, so again if I enter a negative number like -3 and something like this, again, so again it keeps on asking for until the user gives the positive integer. Okay, so now if you enter any positive integer here, so it delivers the message that thank you for entering the positive number, something like that, and quits the program. Okay, so if you observe, we have made use of this go to statement in that way that if the user enters a negative number, the control should jump back from this else block to the wherever the label is placed here. Okay, so in the same way you can have go to label inside if condition also, not only in the else part, wherever you want it you can have. So you can have let's have another go to statement here, label, let's name the label as label 2. So for that label, let's write the code of for that label down to that one. Okay, so if the user enters a positive number, so ultimately it enters into this if condition, and then afterwards it just encounters this label, and now the compiler thinks that it has to take the control from this if condition to directly to the that label where it is placed. Okay, so in this label, just let's have a small printf statement. Okay, so let us say that let's have some stupid message here, the word doesn't end here, goodbye, something like this, whatever, just to demonstrate, just for demonstration purpose. Okay, so if you run the program, so if you enter some positive value like 1 or 2, something like this, apart from printing the condition, so whatever the condition it is there in the if condition, which is thank you for entering a positive number. So apart from printing that, we also have a go to label, go to statement, which directs to this label part here. Okay, so now the condition the control jumps from this if condition part to the label where it is placed down the program, so which has nothing but a simple printf statement. Okay, it says that the word does not end here, something like this. Okay, so this is the basic underlying concept in the go to statement. So to reiterate, let's once again look into the program here. We have just taken a variable I, and we have just entered some value into that variable, and then we have made a condition here such that if it is a positive number or else negative number, if it is a negative number, we have taken a go to statement which has a label, and the label directs back to the beginning of the program. Okay, so the condition jumps from here to here. Okay, the control jumps from here to here. So again the same process is repeated. Okay, so in the same way we can have another go to statement inside a if condition also, which directs the label to here. Okay, which has a simple small message here. Okay, so this is basic stuff about the go to statement here. So see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.